show me a person without character, and I will show you someone that has no progress, someone that is not, and I'll show you someone that has no future of growth. Very many times we see a lot of people that praise themselves because of the evil they claim, they think, or they claim that they are capable of doing. But I must say that that's not a good thing, and I must say that there is no future in there, and it actually makes no sense. So today we are going to be talking about seeds of character, and we are going to learn about how character actually influences your life. We are going to learn some of the factors that influence our character, and we are going to know why character, what is the importance of having an upright character, what are the benefits of having a proper character. And you could be, the word character might sound so obvious to you, and yes, it is an obvious thing, but just to let you know that even the smallest details about your life will determine your growth. As the Hit Reset Show, we get to talk about growth. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to the Hit Reset Show. My name is K Kyewa, and just like I mentioned earlier on, we are going to be talking about seeds of character. I hope that your pen and your notebook are just set beside you, because you definitely need to note down some of these things. So character is basically the qualities that distinguish you from someone else, those attributes that you are that you are comprised of, that make you different, or that unify you, that make you unique from someone else. And we happen to see a lot of people compromise their character because of other people's actions, because of maybe something that has happened to them, or maybe because of an experience that they have gone through, or because of some of situations that they get to encounter. But I'm here to let you know that never ever compromise your character, no matter what, no matter the external pressure, no matter the external forces, no matter what comes from your environment, from the environment around you. Make sure that you keep up your character, and make sure that nothing leads you into compromising your character, because your character will speak louder than even the words that will come out of your mouth. Because we know of a statement that goes that action speaks louder than words. So everyone will look at your character. And there is a certain man that made a quote and said that character is the most important thing about a person. And if a person lacks character, nothing else matters. So just know that your character matters a lot. Your character will speak louder than even that application letter that you write for a job. It will be heavier than even that CV that you write to someone because you want a job. Your character will influence your personal life, your professional life, and everything around you. And we're actually going to be saying that. The other thing is, did you know that character will influence your mindset? Did you know that your character will influence the principles and motives that control your life? Because you know, we have said that character are the qualities that make you as a person. So literally, your mindset, your perception of things, your relationships, the way you relate with people around you, the way you network, will be determined by your character. So, and just to mention a few things that influence our character, because character is not something that just happens. No, it is something that is influenced. Character is influenced by our nature, because you know, we are all different. God created each one of us differently. So our nature influences our character, the way we are nurtured. That's why you realize that you don't behave the way someone else behaves, because they have been nurtured in a very different way. We have seen people that believe in things that maybe for us we don't believe in. People that that find some things okay, like, yet some other people don't find those particular things okay. So the way someone is nurtured will also influence their character. So you could be there wondering, and you're like, okay, why am I like this? Why do I act like this? Or maybe why do I look at things this way? Maybe it's because of the way you were nurtured, or it's because of your nature. When we go to school, and by the education is not just school education, we also learn things from the environments we stay in, maybe from people that we get to spend some life with. So we get to adopt some of these things, and which tend to be part of our characters. Then the other thing is habits. Some of these things are habits. Like you wake up and you're like, okay, me, I'm going to be like this. You will step on my shoe, I step on your shoe. You say something bad against me, I also say something bad against me. An eye for an eye. But you'll find someone else that will again wake up and they're like, okay, no matter what you do to me, I'll be myself. You step on my shoe, it is okay. You do you do something bad to me, it is very okay. You will not influence who I tend to become. So those are some of the factors that get to influence our character. And maybe if you are wondering why you are a certain way, maybe you can look through some of those things. It could be you, naturally you, and of course you can never change that. It could be because of the way you were raised up, the way you were nurtured, the things you grew up hearing, the things you grew up seeing. It could be because of education, the things that you have got that you have come to adopt to adapt from the environment and the environment around you. Or it could be habits that you get to obtain as a person. Then the other thing is, why character? Because you could be wondering, okay, for me talking and have a whole show about character. Why character? First of all, character will foster your purpose. When we're starting, I said that show me a person without character and I'll show you a person that has no progress, someone that can never grow. Because earlier on I mentioned that character will influence your relationships. Character will influence your attitude. Yes, because there's no way we can have attitude without character. There's no way you can have character without attitude. These two move together. And I mean, what is life without attitude? So your character will foster your purpose. Your character will foster your purpose. Just like I said earlier on, we have seen people that praise themselves of the evil they think that they are capable of doing. But I mean, is that really how things are supposed to be done? I don't think so. The other thing is that character will either put you out, character will either make you shine, or it will shun you. I said character will either make you shine or it will shun you. And by that I simply mean that if your character is the right one, if your character is a stable one, if your character is a reliable one, then there is no way greater things, there is no way greater milestones, there is no way success will not come your way. But if your character is the opposite of that, then obviously you will be shunned out. There is no way you will make it, there is no way you will progress, there is no way, no one will want to be around you. So, and I mean, what is growth without networks, without people? Character is crucial for building stronger relationships. I've just mentioned in the previous point that without character you will be shunned out. So no one wants to relate with someone that has a funny character, someone that is not of a good character. I'll so much focus on this because I think it's something that happens a lot. There's very many people that think that reputation or respect from people around you will come from you proving or tending to be like you are the baddest one, like you are the one that is capable of doing the worst evil, or you get it. But there's a very big difference between being feared and respected. But also remember that if you have that kind of mindset, they won't even fear you. Just that because you think that people have nothing to say to you, because you keep praising yourself that hey, you're capable of doing a lot of evil things, because people won't respond or say anything towards that, you tend to feel like, okay, they respect me. But hey, let me tell you, the bitter truth is that there is no respect and there is nothing like reputation in that. So stronger relationships can only be built when you have a proper character. No one wants to associate with someone that has a ramshackle character. The other thing is your character will help you navigate challenges. Right character gives you the right approach to challenges, because just like I mentioned earlier that okay, you step on my shoe, I'll let you go. For someone else, you step on my shoe, I make sure I step on yours before you can proceed. But it's not even just when it comes to relationships and or friendships or networks. No, it even goes beyond. It goes beyond that, and it gets to other challenges. Because when we look at the professional bit of it, the career bit of it, your character will still help you navigate through challenges, because just like I mentioned earlier, that your character determines your attitude. So if you really need to have a right way of approaching challenges and navigating challenges, then you definitely need to look through your character. Then the other thing is, good character will definitely contribute positively towards the society. Because now imagine being in an environment whose character is polluted. That's not really a good environment to be in. But people that will contribute to the society, people with good character, good attitudes, good mindset, because then you add a brick onto each other in a good manner, but are not causing conflict, because a person of good character will definitely look at peace and not conflict. And I mean, what is a good society without peace? That is one of the things that character happens to do. And as we almost wind up, the other thing is, character will determine your success in both personal and professional life. I talked about that earlier on. It will determine your success in both your personal and professional life. Just like I mentioned, we all look at character. Let me tell you, no one wants to work with someone with a crooked character, with crooked behaviors, with a crooked attitude. No one wants that. So success will only come to you if you have the right character. Then the other thing, it will contribute to ethics, values, and resilience. Character is an attitude. Character is part of attitude. So these qualities, if you have the right qualities, then of course your values will be right, your ethics, your way of doing things will be right. So make sure you work on your character. Lastly, I'll mention this quote again, that character is the most important trait you should look for in others. If a person lacks character, nothing else matters. Some of you be there and you're like, hey, okay, that's my OG, but she really thinks that, okay, she doesn't see us anymore. Maybe that's my OB. I knew that person, but they don't see me anymore. They don't want to work with me. They don't tell me about any opportunities that come by. But hey, what if your character has question marks? Because there is no way I'm going to connect you somewhere and then you get there and you're just doing funny things. There is no I'm going to do that. Of course, I'll also look for someone that is going to represent me well. Yes, that is going to represent me well, because show me the people you move with and I'll show you the person that you are. So there is no I'm going to connect you somewhere if your character is not good. There is no way. There's literally, at least I can't handle that shame. At least I'll look for a stranger that I know has a great character, has a character that is good, that is outstanding, and I will connect them there. So before you complain, before you think about anything else, before you even think about looking for that job or writing that application later, or even building certain networks or getting into relationships, first look at your character. No one wants to be with a person of funny character, because we all have our struggles. So if on top of my struggles I'm also adding on having to deal with your bad manners, that will be so heavy for me. And trust me, to save myself, I will just run away from you. Before you know it, you're like, hey, that person used to be my friend. I used to know that person, but I don't know what happened. Naing, it's your character. So character. Before anything else, mind your character. Just to let you know that this show has been proudly sponsored by Front Media, a few individuals, Joshua Mukisa, Stephen Kwagala, and of course I myself. This great team makes sure that every Wednesday we get to stream live, and that you get to get this knowledge, learn, unlearn, and relearn. So we can't wait to be in touch with you next Wednesday at 2 p.m. My name is K Kyewa. We love you so much. We want to grow with you. So make sure that each time you don't miss out on these amazing episodes of the Hate Reset Show. We love you. Bye.